Hey guys, this is just a short video in which I wanted to show off a neat technology that myself and a few other people within the subjective effect documentation community have been working on as a side project for over a year now. So in the latest iteration of our endeavor to formally replicate and classify the psychedelic experience, we were inspired by the large number of projects that had trained generative adversarial networks on large pre-existing datasets of similarly styled images in order to automatically generate an essentially infinite number of new and relevant outputs. Some specific examples of these include projects that generate human faces, cats, My Little Ponies, waifus, personas, pottery, anime, and many more. We hypothesized that by using the same method on a large enough dataset of psychedelic-inspired visionary artwork, this technology would allow us to automate the generation of psychedelic artwork, and hopefully therefore accurate approximations of psychedelic visuals and hallucinations. In early 2021, we began training a StyleGAN 2 model on a custom dataset of around 4,000 examples of psychedelic artwork that I personally scoured from across the internet by tracking down every possible visionary artist that I could, and meticulously curating any artwork that they had created. For the longest time, it was just sort of outputting pretty neat looking psychedelic patterns like the ones you can see here, but it wasn't really where we wanted it to be. So we kept fiddling around with the model, expanding the dataset and training it over time, but it didn't really seem to be going anywhere. Eventually, however, the model must have had some sort of breakthrough, as it suddenly started outputting not just greatly improved psychedelic geometry, but also these psychedelic faces that you can see here, with about 1 in every 30 outputs being a psychedelic face and the rest just being abstract psychedelic geometry. The entity faces definitely looked interesting as is, but once we wrote a few lines of code to start applying symmetry to these faces, they suddenly became mind-blowingly accurate with images that very closely resemble high-level hallucinatory entities experienced under the influence of substances such as DMT or ayahuasca, probably more accurately than any other medium or creative project out there. This is just the first generation of the project, and in the future I think this neural network is only going to improve as we train it further. During the creation of this model, StyleGAN 3 was released, and we haven't even begun to train that on our dataset yet. So yeah, that's about it really. I think this project is an extremely successful proof of concept that AI will definitely play a large role in the future of the field of hallucinogenic replications and formalized subjective effect documentation in general. I'm not entirely sure how to finish this video, so I think I'll just show a best-of compilation of all the entity faces that we generated as edited by Stingray Z, the world's best psychedelic replicator. If you want to join our community, feel free to hit me up on Discord at Josie Kins #1066, and I'll leave a link to my Patreon and such in the description below. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time during either a video documentation of ego death or perhaps a review series on altered states of consciousness ontologies. Bye!